We're responding to breaking news in Benton County this evening after a railroad bridge collapsed as a freight train was passing over it. Thanks for being with us here at 5. I'm John Adams. Joining me live in Corvallis is Celine Stevens. Celine, what do we know about the train?
John, first off, that rail car is still in the Marys River behind me. If you take a look, and there's two other rail cars that are literally hanging off the edge of the tracks here right behind me. And I'm not too sure how much you can see, but when we arrived on scene at a bit after 3:30 this afternoon, police had portions of the park surrounding this area blocked off, and Northwestern Firefighters Environmental were also on scene. And people have been gathering to see this site right here whenever they can, climbing through the trees and down the embankments to get a look. So earlier, here's what happened. The spokesperson for Portland and Western Railroad confirmed one rail car was derailed around noon after the trestle it was traveling on collapsed, causing it to fall into the Marys River. Police have called it a structural failure of the train trestle. Now, this is a 19-car Portland and Western Railroad train. While one car fell into the water, two other cars remained unstable but upright above water, according to that spokesperson from PNWR. The train was carrying fertilizers, with that one rail car in the river specifically carrying urea. Authorities have asked people in the area to not enter the river until further notice due to debris that may have entered the water. Now, the cause of this collapse is still unknown. However, some of the onlookers that I've been speaking to say they've questioned the bridge's stability in the past.
Seems like we all knew that the bridge was on fire a couple years ago. Didn't seem like it was sound structurally, and I guess that's a lot of weight to put on a old crickety bridge. So that was my first thought.
So that investigation is still underway, and Northwest Firefighters Environmental, they're spreading out containment booms into the area, into the river, to make sure any debris that's got away is able to be contained. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported with this. Of course, we'll be giving you the latest updates as the night continues. But for right now, John, back to you.
Absolutely no injuries. That is good news. Our Celine Stevens live in Corvallis tonight. Celine, thank you. We're also following breaking news in St. Helens. Police there have arrested Eric Stearns yet again on additional sexual abuse charges. Stearns has already been indicted on 8 counts of sexual abuse after being arrested in November. After reaching out to the public, detectives learned about 8 more victims. On Thursday, Stearns was indicted for 11 more counts of sexual abuse. Detectives are concerned there still may be more victims. If you have any information, call St. Helens detectives at 503-397-1521. And we'll continue to follow both of these breaking news stories on air, online at KGW.com, on our YouTube channel, and on KGW+. Download our KGW app to get breaking news updates sent directly to your phone. All right, turning now to weather. Our stretch of rainy weather continued this afternoon. We saw a short break in the morning before showers picked up yet again. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri is joining us tonight. Joe, any chance we're going to be drying out anytime soon here?
The opportunity for dry weather is going to be very minimal, a good way to describe it. Heading into the morning hours tomorrow will be more dry than wet, but still a few showers are in the area. Just looking at that live camera in downtown Portland, we're at 46 degrees. It's going to be a good night. Just kind of stay inside and maybe sit next to the fire, read a good book, because we're not going to be seeing much of that rain kind of let up over the next couple of hours. Here we are on the radar right now, picking up a little bit of some steady stream of green, and really this steady stream of green has been rolling in since the late morning, early part of the afternoon. Throughout the valley. Meanwhile, over the Oregon Cascades, winter weather advisory is in place, 4,000 feet and higher. You're going to be seeing several inches of new snow overnight. The other thing you'll be running into heading into tomorrow will be some pockets of freezing rain before you transition into more rain showers by the later part of the day. Rainfall amounts, this is just over the last 48 hours, over an inch of rain at PDX, just as much over in Salem and up and down the I-5 corridor, right around an inch of rain and counting. North Bend along the southern Oregon coast there, you've seen over 2.5 inches of rain. And again, the wet weather is going to continue. If you're going to be traveling over the mountain passes, again, that winter weather advisory is in effect, John, until tomorrow at 10. And we're going to be seeing more dry than wet conditions, like I said, to start off tomorrow morning, but the rain moves in again heading into the later part of the afternoon. I'll talk more about that and break down your Sunday forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Joe, thank you. We'll see you later in the show. Well, new tonight, engineers for the city of Portland have been notified after a small landslide happened in the northwest part of town. This is Northwest 24th Place in Westover Road. Portland Fire and Rescue say geotech engineers will monitor the area and take action as needed. Portland fire investigators are looking into what caused a fire early this morning at an abandoned building in southeast Portland. Crews were called just before 3 to the building that used to house the Venue Gentlemen's Club at Southeast 99th Avenue in Washington. They saw heavy smoke coming from the building. It took about 20 minutes to get the fire under control. No injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Police are looking for a man who was caught on camera robbing a local pet store at gunpoint. It happened in southeast Portland at the Personal Beast pet store on Stark Thursday evening. The suspect pointed the weapon at a cashier before demanding money out of the register. When the employee told him no, the man then hit her in the head with the butt of the gun. He took around $150 and got away before police arrived. According to owner Sarah Philbrook, the employee who was assaulted is still shaken up and is at home recovering from the ordeal.
I mean, having a gun in your face, having a gun shot near your feet, being that close to losing your life or your dog over $150, I think that it's still sort of sinking in for her.
Portland police have taken the cash register in the hopes of finding usable fingerprints that could help identify who the suspect is. Well, the death of a woman whose body was found in an RV in Wilsonville New Year's Eve is now being investigated as a homicide. The medical examiner identified the victim as 41-year-old Catherine Cross. Her body was found around 7 Tuesday night near Southwest Nike Drive in Boones Ferry. Investigators have not said how Cross died, nor have they identified any potential suspects. Top federal health officials are warning people about the link between alcohol and the risk of cancer, saying it's so serious they want to make big changes to alcohol labels, something that hasn't been done in nearly 40 years. Our Catherine Cook takes a look at what would need to happen to get that done.
As many Americans embrace a post-holiday break from alcohol, there's a new advisory to consider all year. On Friday, U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy warned of the link between alcohol and cancer. Specifically, that alcohol is the third leading preventable cause of cancer behind tobacco and obesity.
Well, actually, the research has been building for years now. We've had more and more evidence that keeps accumulating year by year. That's giving us a strong connection, a causal link between alcohol and cancer.
Murthy wants to see the advisory added to current warning labels on alcoholic drinks, though doing so would take an act of Congress.
We know that having that advisory, having that label on the bottle or can would make a big difference in raising awareness.
Dr. Tom Jean is Deputy State Health Officer and epidemiologist at the Oregon Health Authority. He says every year, more than 2,500 Oregonians die from alcohol-related causes. It's one reason OHA launched Rethink the Drink. The campaign doesn't tell people not to drink, but offers fact-based information to help people make the right decision for themselves.
Think about ways that they can be healthy in their communities, support other people who may not want to drink or to drink less. And, every level of drinking, whether you're drinking multiple drinks a day or just one drink, every once in a while, drinking less will be healthier for you.
Right now, national guidelines recommend no more than 2 drinks a day for men and 1 or fewer drinks a day for women. Still, the Surgeon General's report notes that even 1 or 2 drinks a day increases the risk of cancer, not just heavy drinking.
Catherine Cook, KGW News.
A recall has been issued for bags of broccoli. Braga Fresh is recalling bags of broccoli florets due to the concern of listeria. The ready-to-eat market-side broccoli florets were sold in 20 states, including Oregon and Washington. The impacted bags all carry a Best By date of December the 10th. The company is concerned about customers who may have frozen the bags for use later. If you have these in your freezer, you should throw them out. So far, no illnesses have been reported. The FDA is warning about oysters sold in Oregon and Washington that may contain the norovirus. The oysters were harvested between December 2nd and 17th. They're from the Hammersley Inlet area and sold by Rico's Shellfish. They may appear normal, but may cause diarrhea, vomiting, and fever within 12 hours. The FDA advises anyone experiencing symptoms to consult a doctor and report to their local health department.